Oh my God, you guys, come and sit down and shut the door. One of Diddy's close associates, at least back in the day, Tim Westwood, he is from the UK. He has been hit with a huge lawsuit for doing Diddy-like crimes. Now, I'm not going to say birds of a feather flock together, but squawk, squawk, caw-caw, caw-caw. Okay, so if you guys don't know who Tim, I'm not sure I'm saying this name right. If you guys don't know who Tim Westwood is, he is a long-time associate of Diddy. How do I know? Because the U.S. Attorney's Office, before Diddy sped up the trial, had actually expanded the investigation to London. Okay, he expanded the investigation. They expanded the investigation to London, and that investigation. The reason I think that they expanded that. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull this thing up. Okay, so I remember when that expanded, I put my ear to the street and I found Tim Westwood. Now, he has been the person charged with 4 grapes as a former Radio 1 DJ is accused of multiple SMEX acts over the course of 33 years, okay? Now, here's the thing. Let me give you the background, right? Tim Westwood is someone that was very, very close to Diddy. At least they played it. He was one of the few people that he let come to his Star Island home and look around and film in there and interview Diddy, okay? They were really super, super tight. The rumors of Tim Westwood have been around for a while. I actually did a live on it, and they struck the live. He actually was interviewing Diddy and Dirty Money, Dawn and all of them, for the last train to Paris. That name of that thing just got a new meaning. Anyway, they actually got it pulled down for copyright, or Tim Westwood got it pulled down for copyright. But he was also a gatekeeper for the rap scene in the UK. You had to go through him if you wanted to be anyone, much like Diddy was also a gatekeeper. Now, again, their relationship, they appeared to be very, very good friends, and it's odd to me that now he's actually being hit with these charges, even though these rumors have been around for years. They're saying the former BBC Radio 1 DJ Tim Westwood has been charged with a sexual offense against 7 women over a 33 period. Let me say something, right? Why doesn't America have laws like that for SA that basically it just goes on forever? You know, why is it that they stop after like a few years or with evidence or this or that? So good for them for actually getting in to this. They said the 8-year-old broadcaster has been charged with 4 counts of rape, 9 counts of indecent assault, and 2 counts of sexual assault between 1983 and 2016. Westwood is set to appear. Don't forget, did that happen around the time Diddy and Dirty Money was in? Diddy even had this man up and down. Go Google it on YouTube, all up and down his Star Island. They was cool. He's set to appear at the Westminster Magistrates Court on Monday, November 10th. The alleged offenses relate to women and girls aged as young as 17. The earliest 2 allegations relate to a 17-year-old girl being indecently assaulted in Fulham in 1983 and a woman in her 20s being indecently assaulted in Vauxhall in 1986. Why don't American laws span back this far? Between 1995 and 1996, a woman aged between 17 and 18 was allegedly raped in London. That same woman was allegedly indecently assaulted within the same period. Another allegation relates to claims that a further woman aged 17 to 18 was raped in London between 2002. This man just didn't even go on. There was also another woman who was raped in London in 2010. In the same year, a woman in her 20s was essayed in Stroud, Gloucestershire. The most recent allegation from 2016 relates to a woman in her 20s being sexually assaulted in the Finchley area of London. Can I just say this? This man looks evil to his core. Like, he looks like something is wrong with him. And again, these rumors have been around forever, according to the ones with him and Diddy too. The Metropolitan Police said it takes courage to come forward and report allegations of this nature. The women who have done so have put their trust in us and continue to provide them with all available support. Our investigation remains open, and we encourage anyone who's been impacted by this case with information to come forward and speak. Oh, wow. They said, our prosecutors have established that there is sufficient evidence to bring a case to trial and that it is in the public interest to pursue criminal proceedings. They said it's extremely important there be no reporting, commentary, or sharing information online which can in any way prejudice these proceedings. Again, you guys, Diddy and Tim Westwood, if you go to Google Images and YouTube, you will see just how tight they're, even though Diddy was like, you're the only one I've let come and interview and even film in this house and all this other stuff. There's lots of images. They were so tight. I mean, what do you do to something like this? I do think that more and more and more people are going to come out about the people that were associated with Diddy. They are all over. P. Diddy Live in London Part 3 on Tim Westwood TV on YouTube. P. Diddy Live in London Part 1. This is all from February 5th, 2011, 2010. Listen, this is definitely, in my opinion, definitely Diddy comparisons. In November 8th of 2024, I did a live about it because he sparked Diddy comparisons. This is all back then. And there was a misconduct investigation that was heating up, but they didn't say anything more. And he was getting lots of Diddy conspiracies. They said it's no secret that Diddy has begun what will likely be a long and arduous legal battle. It's over now. This was written in 2024. The Bad Boy founder was arrested in September. I don't know. In addition to this, he faces, we all know what happened to that. However, they said he's far from the only prominent artist facing disturbing allegations these days. British DJ Tim Westwood was also accused of sexual misconduct by various women in 2022. According to the BBC, UK investigators recently submitted evidence to prosecutors who will now determine whether or not to bring charges against them. It's interesting to me that when the Diddy case is over is when they decided to bring charges against them. Yeah, you guys keep in mind also, and I think it's the end of an era. Just hear me out. Diddy was 55. This guy is 60. I'm telling you, there was something of that era where it was not that bad in their minds for them to be pervs and like literally take advantage of young women and young men. Or at least young women, that's who's suing. Again, these rumors have been going out for a while. Diddy is silent. I find it so odd that they wait until Diddy has fallen. Keep in mind that Tim's heyday was around 2010, 2011. That's when him and Diddy were tight. That's when a lot of the star-studded parties, the freak-offs, and all that crazy stuff really went off. Again, when I say that Diddy goes deep with Tim Westwood, you can even Google Puff Daddy and Shine only freestyle together. Throwback to 1999. It was an exclusive when they went on Tim Westwood's show. Again, in the UK scene, I guess this guy is a Diddy of his own. He wasn't a producer, but he was a gatekeeper. That if you wanted your stuff played, if you wanted your stuff played, if you wanted to actually be on any type of shows, if you wanted to actually like really make a big splash in the UK industry, you had to go with Tim Westwood, and it looks like Diddy did, and Tim Westwood did. Again, the one thing I will say about the Diddy thing, I think that at the end of the day, Diddy going to jail is an end of an era. It's an end of an era of men and women, because you got to have women helping you to do this. Think that it's completely okay to do what they want to anybody they want, as long as they want. And their money and their power and their influence will shut everybody up. Again, kudos to Judge Aaron for putting Diddy away and showing the dredges of society that if somebody with that much money, power, and influence still gets 4 years, imagine what a regular person will get if they do it. Again, shout out to Judge Aaron for doing what needed to be done. Shout out to the victory that all the people against abuse got. And shout out to Tim Westwood, because it looks like him and Diddy can be pen pals in jail, because the Metropolitan Police is coming for him. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.